Truth, the show where we ask sober questions with a mix of gin and hopefully we find the truth. So my name is Jaleesa, I'm the host.
My name is Jalene. I'm a friend.
Jalene, how are you gonna skip over my whole body?
So go, continue, friend, continue. What's your name?
Sorry. My body. Wrong.
My name is Shanice.
Oh.
I'm Jalene.
I'm Trey Ricardo.
I'm Natalie.
I'm Shanice X2.
I'm Ty.
I'm Ada O.
I'm Joe.
Okay. So everyone grab their shot. I hope I don't get gin mad. I can't.
Before we drank, I seen your face too. I knew
You smelled it. I thought that someone had bubbles, some of them don't. It's so confusing.
I just picked up it. Shout out to that.
Oh. Why are you laughing?
Okay, this one is it possible to be in love with two people at the same time?
No.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me.
No.
So my question as a host is: love or your career? Would you choose love or your career, like money? And then you get to talk about. I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with this one.
Yeah. Good choice.
I took that. Personally, I believe, yeah, you can. Facts. Like, why isn't there a reason? Why isn't there a reason that you can be in love with two people at the same time? I think you can be in love with someone, you meet someone else, and they both have different qualities, and you both love those. Like, you love both of those qualities.
Let's see, is that love or infatuation? Because when you first meet someone, they're new. So you're infatuated with the newness of your relationship.
That's what you make it.
And the real meaning behind love is like that one person.
No, it's not. Don't just say.
Well,
Because if I can love Jaleesa, and I can love you
As a friend.
That's
As a
different.
friend.
As a friendship, we're talking about in a
it
relationship.
doesn't matter.
to
Love on the whole.
There's
it's
different
one
types of
concept.
love. The way that you love a dog, or the way that you love your mom, the way that you love your kid, the way that you love your friends is different. The way I love my daughter is not the same as the way that I love my mom. And I love them both.
Yeah, but exactly. But what makes one love better than the other? They're both important qualities.
Okay, but are we talking about in the sense of like in a relationship with somebody, or just love as in general?
I think this person talking about obviously a relationship. Like, can you be? Because it says in love.
But it talks about how intense is this love with two people. Yeah, I can share a love.
No, but it's in love. The
It's
key word
just
in love.
yeah.
Can you be in love
But
with
being
two
in
people?
love with somebody is different than loving somebody.
But I think
I can be in love with two people at the same
You
time.
can be.
But being in love. Look at open relationships. Look at like.
Yeah, but being
Are you really in love with that person?
Yes.
Of course.
But being in
Okay, sorry, I just want to have a question.
Yeah.
There's not a question, a statement actually. I feel like there's different types of love, right?
Yes.
you.
There's familial love, there's romantic love,
Yeah.
there's agape love, which is like unconditional love, and then there's philios, which is like
Helios, Eros. and-
eros. There's different types of love, right? The highest power of love to me is agape love, which is unconditional.
I learned this.
And this is the love. And this is the
love and
love.
sex. You took the
Exactly.
course in royalty, of course. So that's good love and sex.
I hate it so much.
This is the love that, like, even as humans, we can't even conceptualize.
Exactly.
Like, only God can give that to us. But we should strive to
It's because we're also
achieve
very
this type of love,
selfish.
right? So now, in regards to like a romantic setting, and you're talking about relationships, I feel like I lost my track of thought.
Like,
You were
okay,
going
in
on.
regards to the unconditional love.
Unconditional.
Yeah.
Oh, in regards to okay,
I feel like
within relationships, regardless if it's family, romantic, friend, or whatever, like it's all still love that we're like
course.
giving to all these people. So if I could love Jaleesa and then I could love my boyfriend the same, like.
But
why?
some people don't understand that concept. Some people are very selfish, and a lot of people, even girls, when they get in a relationship, they forget about their friends, and they only focus on that one type of love. You know what I mean?
Okay, but it doesn't mean I don't love you.
I know, but I'm saying some people look at love differently. The way me look at love, I think like you can love more than one person at once. But some people, they focus so much on that one human being and they forget everything about themselves and they lose themselves. And that's why they couldn't be in love with one person.
But the
at once.
question is, can you be in love?
I think you can.
But it depends also what you want from the partnership.
Can I say
It doesn't matter if I'm focusing more on the one. I still love both of
That's
you.
different.
So
That's different.
what in regards to what you just said about like the whole unconditional love and the different type of loves, I agree with you 100%. Like for me, the only person that I can say I love unconditionally is my daughter. You know what I'm trying to say? Exactly. Like I would take a bullet for her, whatever. Not that I wouldn't do something that for my mom, but if somebody was gonna say, "Yo, pick one between my mom and my daughter," I would pick my daughter. But when it comes to like in a relationship aspect, like someone that you see that you want to spend the rest of your life with and build a family with, me personally can't fathom the thought of like doing that with two people. Like, you know, I see it with only one person. You can get married to, I don't know if you can.
You can.
Not here. Now, well, not here, but like, for example,
you can't get married to more than one person.
Like, for two people, whatever the case is, how could you say that you're in love with two people and I guess have a family for both of them or whatever the case is?
Okay, but I think we're also confusing marriage and love.
Exactly.
Which is two different things, right?
Well, it depends on what you think.
Nice.
No, marriage and love.
She took a shot.
Okay, I personally believe that you're right. Marriage and love is different. People get married for business purposes. Until love, there's a lot of married couples that. Sorry, that shot. A lot of married couples are not even in love. They're just together. So I'm still hungover. Anyways, so what I was gonna say again. I feel like everyone's concept of love is differently. What you said is different. I know mothers that will pick their husband over their child. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah,
and
1,000%.
Exactly, it's different. But I'm saying to be in love. Nah, my win is gonna run off. To be in love, I feel like you can be in love with different people. And the thing is, like, also with marriage, that's also is how we're raised as a society. Different societies are different, so they can see love as different.
Your view as marriage is different.
Some, like in some cultures, you're allowed to have more than one wife. It's different. So I feel like just because in Western society, how we're raised and how we're brought up today, our concept is different.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. You don't think that even though that man can have, let's say, 40 wives, you're telling me out of all those 40 wives, he loves 40 of those women equally?
But I think he loves them differently. There's something about each woman that he will love differently.
He may not even love all 40.
Exactly, he might love all 40.
Which is
but
true.
I think if he love 40, he might love
we're still forgetting about the question.
The question in hand is,
the question in hand is, be in love with two people. So
we're still on the question though.
And we're talking about right now. We're on the same topic. We're all each talking about different types of love. We have to talk about one type of love.
There's no such thing as one type of love. So
no, I'm talking about one category of type of love.
Something?
Hold on, can I finish? Sorry. So like in the sense of the unconditional love, or in I guess
romantic.
Romantic. Okay, sorry.
We're talking about romantic love.
But when you're in a relationship, don't you want the love to be all? Like you want it to be unconditional, you want it to be a relationship love, and you want it to be friendship
So then,
love.
if that was the case, there wouldn't be nothing called cheating. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay, but the thing is,
I'm saying in the sense of when it comes to being in love with two people, it means two people.
Okay, let her talk.
Jesus.
Trust me.
Okay. The thing is, a lot of people get messed up is the fact that love, like sadness, like happiness, like joy, like everything, it's just an emotion. It is not, love is, people have conceptualized love to be some kind of outer space concept that it doesn't, like, it's just an emotion. You feel love the same way you feel happiness. You feel love the same way you feel sadness. And you feel happiness towards someone. You feel love towards someone. It's not just something that's conceptualized like, oh, I love this person, so that's all I can love. There's no definition on love. I can be in love with two men right now, and it's
for two different reasons.
Exactly. I love for two different reasons. The same way how I love my dad different than I love my mom. Because my dad does stuff that my mom does, and my mom does stuff that my dad does. It does not mean I do not love them both equally, right?
But from a relationship.
But in a relationship. But that's what I'm saying. That's where my point is. That saying love is just it's a feeling. It's an emotion. It's not. There's no set thing saying love is this is what love has to be, romantic or friendship or not. Love is love at the end of the day.
And also the thing is, if you're in love with two people, it doesn't mean you're with them. You can still love someone else and be with someone else. Like there's a lot of people that
love.
Yes, it is. I still love that person. It doesn't mean I have to be with them. I love them, but I know we're not going to be together because we're not compatible.
But even romantically.
But I can romantically love my ex and be with a new man, but I love them both.
No, I'm talking about. We're all everybody's making points that are correct, but I feel like we're still straying from the question.
No, but it's just, is it possible to be in love with two people at the same time? This question is so simple. We're overthinking everything. Is it possible to live with two people at the same time?
So,
relationship-wise, like
yes,
romantically.
of course.
But if we look at love as just an emotion and not an entire concept, then it makes love extremely fleeting, which kind of takes away from the whole point of getting into relationships. No,
damn, yo, this is some Disney movies.
It's not.
It has safety.
No.
Love is only for you.
What's wrong with that though?
But why is love only reserved for like that?
But nobody said I can't love my husband and love my daughter. But nobody said I can romantically love my husband and love my daughter. What's wrong with something?
Okay,
why is love
you're making a mockery of that?
But we're talking about two people. We're talking about your daughter. We're talking about another romantic love. Why can't you love one man?
Because I only love that one man.
But why is that reserved for one?
Yeah, okay, that's you.
Because that's who I choose to be with.
Okay, but that's you.
Exactly.
Okay, but this is you.
How is that subjective?
But can you see someone else? Can you put yourself in someone else's shoes?
No, I get it, but I feel like for me to.
The question is it possible? Is it possible?
Yes. But no, like he said,
the point is we are confusing. Is it right to love two people?
Or is it possible? Exactly.
It's very possible.
It's very possible.
We can love many people.
Is that right?
Of course. Yeah, you can love 1,000 people at once, but I'm just thinking like romantically, like equally, like at the same time. That means you have to. I don't know.
I think
like
exactly.
equally.
I think
equally.
if you love,
if you're giving one more person more attention than the other, that means the person you're giving more attention to, you love more.
I think my dad. I don't.
No, we're talking about in a relationship.
Being in love with more than one person at a time.
No, I get it. I'm talking about in a relationship aspect. You know what I'm trying to say?
But it's because I see
if you had two boys,
like that.
okay, I get it. But I'm saying in a relationship aspect, if you have two guys that let's say you're talking to, you say that you are in love with them both. That means you're both giving them equal amount of time.
You both get 12 hours a day. Is what I'm
Not like strategically.
You never
like
heard
that.
The Weeknd fan by SZA?
Okay, but I think being in love with two people at once takes away from either or relationship. Like
No, it doesn't.
It would. Like if you like certain things about one person that you don't like about the other person, then you're gonna do those certain things. Like let's say one person is a really good conversation sex. You're gonna go to the person who has good sex for their sex, and that's what a part of your love for them. And the conversation, the conversationalist is gonna get all of your mind because that you'd rather have conversations with them. But then what about? But what about the person that you're having sex with that you also love? Like they want to have conversations with you, but you're gonna be like, nah, that's like. I'd rather have conversations with the person that I love for their conversations, and I'd rather fuck the person. I'd rather have sex with the person that I'd rather have sex with.
Can you be in love with someone who you're just having sex with?
No, I'm not saying just having sex. I'm sure you guys do other things.
He's saying yeah, like relationship plus great sex.
Yes, exactly.
Like
okay.
But it's just like realistically, if you're trying to love two people, why are you trying to find the thing you want from this person and this person?
Because no one person can ever complete you.
But if not one person can ever complete you, will you really truly be in love?
But then that's
people.
But also,
yeah, you can because the thing is.
Say your question again. I didn't hear you.
I said if you're trying to find love with two people, are you really truly in love? Because if no one person will
I don't think
ever
anyone
complete
tries to find love with two people, but shit happens.
But that's where we're flawed because why are you looking for anyone to complete you? If you're already completed, then you're not going to anybody to complete you.
I know
you
that's
appreciate
true,
a person in their entirety. And when you appreciate someone in their entirety, you can look at them in admiration and realize that there's something special about this person because every person is unique. So when you love them, and for me to say like I admire you in your entirety and then say I admire this person in their entirety in the same way, it's kind of like it takes away, it's not genuine. Like I can admire everyone, but for me to say I want to be with you because I admire who you are and then turn around and say I admire him for who he is, that makes it seem like I have two different types of things that I admire. Like, do I admire you or do I not? In totality.
I have something to say though.
Yes.
Shit, I forgot. Okay, so.
Didn't you want to go in order? Like, did you want to talk about it?
If you want to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that like at the end of it all, we all have our own definition of what love is. So for one person, they may be in love with two people, but like for example me, I find that I'm only gonna be in love with one person. That's how it is. So regardless of whatever people have their opinions or what they think is morally right, everybody has their own definition of what love is. So that's
I agree with that.
I remember now. Okay, so I feel like is it possible to be in love with two people? Yeah, I feel like like soulmates for me, soulmates come at a different period of time. So like you could have met your soulmate in grade 9, but then you're growing as a person and you guys evolve and that's no longer your soulmate, but you still have so much love for them. You can still be in love with them, but you know that at that time in your life, you guys are not together. You guys can't be together because of the situation you guys are in. Doesn't mean you don't love them. Doesn't mean, like, you know what I mean? But then you meet someone else that's right for you at that time. You still love that person.
Yes.
Yeah, in love. Yes, in love. I'm still in love with this person, but I respect this man more than I love and respect different things. I could be in love with you, but I don't respect you. So if I don't respect you, I'm gonna be with you.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
So if I'm say I dated a guy and what, like 2 years ago, something fell off. I still love with him, but things I don't respect him. So I'm not gonna put myself with someone that doesn't respect me and I don't respect them. I meet someone else, I'm in love with him, and I respect him.
But you said you were with him, but you.
But I grow when
love him.
When you grow, like when you grow with a relationship.
No, grow relationship. Something happened. I lost respect for him, so I can't be with someone
So
that
you're still in love with somebody you don't respect.
Yes,
You
that's possible.
cheated on you, or
something
treated like
happened.
shit, abusive.
And then you grow, you meet someone else, you're in love with that person, and you respect them. This person that you used to be in love with, you don't have respect for them anymore, but you're still in love with them. You meet someone else, you have love and respect for them.
You have love for them, or
In love. You're in love. If they were a different person, you'd still be with
But
them.
then
But
you're
they're not
wearing
growing.
yourself so thin because you're like putting out
why?
so much energy towards people that are not feeding you in
But
any
you're not
way.
putting it
But you're not. But
But you're in love
with that
so
person.
you're
Being in love with
exuding some
someone
sort
is
of
in love with a
emotion.
person.
But that doesn't mean I have to be with them. That doesn't mean I have to put my
You're
effort.
not saying you have to
We're
be
not
with
saying
them.
that.
I'm
But
not
okay,
putting
it's
any
like
effort in them. I'm still in love
it's
with
like
them,
for
right?
example,
But
for
to be in love
example.
with somebody, you have to give that person
For
time.
example, hold on. No, for example, let's say that there's some girl that beat. Let's say there's some girl that you beat up in like middle school or some shit, right?
Yeah.
If you sat down and you were like, I still hate her. You're still exuding that energy. That person is still in your mind.
Because
For
I don't
what?
have any negativity towards them. I still
No.
love them.
But it's
you don't respect him, so there's negativity
Wait, no,
there,
that's
you
not
don't
even where I was
respect
going.
him.
That's not where I was going. That's not where I was going.
Let her
That's
finish,
not where
let
I
her
was going.
finish.
Okay, so you're exuding the emotion. I hate this person. When you see them, you're still like, I hate them. There's still something in you that gives some sort of energy or emotion to that person. When there's no reason, like
But
that
love is
was
an emotion, though.
Hold on, but that was
But
so
anger is
long
emotion.
ago. That was so long
Saying
ago.
what, let it
And when
go?
you get older and there's someone that you beat up in middle school.
Nice it.
She took the shot for me. So
Oh, wow.
good friend. So the thing is, can you be in love with two people? In love means it's a current situation, right? We're all talking about being in love and bringing it to the past. You can't be in love with somebody from the past. You
Yeah,
can
I
love
can.
for them, but you can't be currently in love with them. You can't, because you have to exude some sort of
Yes, true.
action,
Energy or something.
This is the way it's written means you're currently in love with them. That's how it's written. And so that means if we're bringing it to the past, yes, I have love for somebody. I will always have love for them, but I'm not currently in love.
I'm pretty in love with someone that I haven't talked to in months.
Then how? Because you're a fool.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
How? No, honestly, break it down to me.
Because I'm not healed yet. If you don't heal from something, if you don't.
So you have love for them, you haven't let go. That's what you're saying.
So you have love and
I'm
care
in
for that
love with
person.
them. And I like someone else right now. I'm not in love with someone else
But
right
what
now.
makes you
But
feel
that's
like
like-
you're in love with them? No, honestly.
I was in love with two people at one time, I swear to God.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying you can't, because I feel like you can be.
I
in
was.
love with
And
them.
one person I wasn't talking to. And then I got over that person. And then-
Exactly. So if
but
somebody
I was in love with both of
else
them at the same time.
So
but then you ended up choosing one, right?
And how do you-
stop talking to
No,
one, you
because
ended up choosing one.
I lost respect for the person. So
So
I
how
love
could you
myself
be
more
in-
than I love that person. So
Okay, can you answer this question? How could
for
you
you.
be
Good for
in
you.
love? Facts. How could you be in love with somebody you don't have respect for?
Right, because that means that there's something
because
about
love
them
and
that
respect are two
you
different
don't love.
emotions, though.
But that
I can
so
be
you don't
hungry
love
and happy at
them.
the
Love
same
is an
time.
emotion, respect is authority.
No, but that means that there's things about them that you don't appreciate. So how can you
To be
say
in
you
love
love
with
someone and not love everything about them,
that.
even their flaws, even their sins?
No, you don't have
You
to.
don't have to love them. You love things about them.
Yes.
You love the idea
idea.
that the concept that you like in people is what you like about
Okay,
them
but
because they have
suppose-
those things. That doesn't mean you love them.
suppose I'm in-
Anyone could have had that.
Suppose I'm in love with Jaleesa right now, right?
Stop.
And
What y'all be put on?
she cheeses me like nobody else. Like she does
wow,
stuff
shit.
that piss me
Keep it
off.
1,000.
But I love her to death. Like I would literally lay my life down for this girl, right? And I can still hate those things about
Okay,
her,
so-
but I still love her as a whole.
That's why I said love is not just an emotion because your anger towards her, that's fleeting.
That is also
and you
an
get rid
emotion,
of that.
though. But no,
the
I don't get
anger
rid of
is
it,
the
though.
emotion.
I don't get rid of it,
She
though.
gets at me every single day. swear
Yeah,
to God.
but she
True,
gets
but you would
whatever
still take a
it
bullet for you,
is.
though,
Whatever
right?
it is, she gets
Because that
over
trumps
it.
everything,
Because
so
the
she'll get
emotion
over
of the
that
anger
emotion.
is fleeting.
But love is a
But the
powerful
love is
emotion.
ongoing.
But because love is a powerful
But there's a lot of
emotion.
people that I don't talk to anymore, and I swear to God, I take a bullet for them. I don't talk to them. We don't talk at all.
That's
but
not what we're talking about in love.
Yes, I'm.
But you're still straight from the question. He's saying currently at the same time.
You know what?
Is it possible?
I was with Jaleesa. I totally understood what you were saying, especially with people from your past that you're in love with, right? And I think I'm still actually going through that. But from what you just said, just breaking it down with the idea of being in love with them, I think that's what it is. Because I haven't seen this person in however long.
So
Right?
how can
They're
you still
a completely
in love with
different
them?
person. Exactly.
Thank
So
you.
honestly, you just triggered that in my head. Like, I'm
There's things
probably in love with the idea
of them. The qualities,
I think
you're in love with certain
I
qualities
think that's
that they
most
have.
women
But as a
are. Most
whole-
women are not in love with the man. They're in love with the possibility of the relationship. Period.
That's a different question for a different.
I think facts because there's some people that are with niggas that don't do fucking shit, but you're in love with them.
But that means
Why?
that
You're in love with the possibility of them. You're in love with their potential.
No, but
that's a different question because women love taking on a project they can't handle.
Yo,
But that doesn't make
But no, but okay,
right? So
no, but
that's straying away from this.
Hold on.
That's my point.
But that,
hold on.
it strays away from it, but it proves what she's saying. Love is an emotion.
But go back to what she just said. You can't. How could you? You're in love with the idea
okay.
and the,
So if you're-
the qualities that
listen.
person has.
But that's your perspective of the person. Let's say you.
But that's also your perspective. You think you can't be in love with two people, but I'm telling you, I'm
No,
in love with two people.
no one thinks that you can't be in
But
love
the
with
question
two
is it possible?
No, I think everyone thinks that it's possible.
You're telling me no.
But we're going back to when you were saying about how you were in love with somebody in the past, but you don't have respect for them, and you were
But
in
that's two
love.
different emotions. Why can't I be? Why is it so impossible for me?
You're
When
in
is
love with the
love is
certain
emotional,
qualities
respect
of
is
them.
Yeah, Julissa, I have a question.
You're
So
in
this
love with
person
certain
from your past,
qualities
this
of
person
them.
from your past, you haven't talked to them in like a year or whatever. Now all of a sudden they're a murderer, they're a rapist,
Whoa.
they're all these nasty things in life, right? And then you find out, do you still love them?
That's what I'm saying. Love is an
Okay, but thing is,
emotion.
it's an emotion.
Switch up like that.
Well,
because
then-
if love
It
is
can
if
or it
love is
can't.
a, if love
Okay,
is
so
a
put it this
concept,
way.
if love is a concept, like you guys are saying, then if they turn to a murderer, kidnapper,
means you never
shoot
loved
them on gunman,
Exactly.
no, it means they still love them. It means that love is an emotion.
But
that
I don't
can go
respect them, and
away.
I don't need them in my life because they're like
Exactly.
that. But you know what? That's like
You
saying
still have the
all of a
love.
sudden, what if you would?
still love
Wait,
the
say that again,
qualities
say that
of that
again.
person.
What if you had a child? You're not in some
You still
love
have that. You still
Hold on.
have that love for them. Exactly.
You love them, but
Love,
you're not
in love.
with
That's
them.
what you're straying
That is the second part of the question you are
love.
straying from.
Okay, but that's
for
an
that
extreme situation. That person, the person's not a murderer and all that shit.
It
And the
you're
person's
just
not a
straying
murderer.
from
But you
the
have
second
love
part.
for that person. You can't be in love with that person. You have love for that person because of the good
Okay.
qualities
Is it
and
possible
traits that
to be
they
in love
carry.
with two people?
But as a
Wait,
whole
what is
package,
being in
you are
love?
not.
What is being in love?
That's what I'm saying.
What is being loving someone? I think being
different. No,
loving
but that's
somebody
you. That's
in
different.
love. You're in
Oh
it.
shit, she's taking a shot.
Oh no, shut
Nice,
up.
it.
A minute.
Okay, so to be in love with someone, this is from my understanding.
From school.
No.
From my experiences,
I was like,
from my
from
experiences,
Yeah.
to be in love with someone is to be able to give yourself as much to them without expecting anything back.
Facts.
It's just giving yourself, you know.
So you can do that to two people.
Yes.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
How can you give everything to one person?
I don't know.
You guys have you for 2 minutes.
At the same time, I don't know. I haven't tried it. But I think
She's
like
going to.
if there was someone from the past and then someone new who I was just solely spending my time on, but like the person in the past I loved and then the person now I love too, that might also be
In love.
In
Not
love.
Yeah.
In love. In love, yeah. I'm in love
So that
with
means
the
you're
person
not
from the past.
over that person.
I'm not over the
Okay.
person.
We can
yeah.
still move on.
Exactly, but the person I'm currently with right now, I'm in love with as well. I think that might be a thing as well.
Hold on, she has 15 seconds.
Oh.
But to give yourself is to just love truly,
Unconditionally.
Unconditionally, and that's it.
So you think you can do that to two people at the same time?
Simultaneously, I don't know.
Okay, so
I'd have to try.
if you're saying you're not over that person, can you truly give yourself to somebody new?
Else.
Okay,
Give
I have a
yourself to
question too.
anybody.
Why do I have to give up myself? I can't be a woman who I am today.
That was
Because when men, okay, can I just say something?
Fuck.
When men, no, you got 2 minutes silence. You got 2 minutes silence. No, you got 2 minutes silence. No, Isaac, you got 2 minutes silence. You got to do that. Anyways, so Why come when men get into relationships, they don't drop everything? They still live their fucking lives. They don't give up themselves. They don't give themselves. Why does a woman have to give up themselves?
No. Why is it men?
Because we're nurturers. No, but that's not you. You're saying you guys don't give up yourselves. Are you gonna go give up?
Hold on. No. Men value things.
Wait, let him talk, because he's talking to men.
I strongly disagree with that. I mean, it's the type of men that you guys are attracted to that doesn't give themselves.
Way more effort than the female. I know dudes that go all
That's what I'm saying.
Let me finish.
Can I talk after you?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
What I'm trying to say is that I'm offended by what you guys are saying because you guys cannot say that. You can't say in a general sense that guys do not give up themselves. Let me tell you something right now. If I were to find a woman that I love, I am completely giving up myself. Why? Because I believe in a type of love that is unconditional. And when I step into that type of love, I will give up myself. However, I have never stepped into that love yet, so I'm not going to give up myself. But when I fully do, I don't expect a woman I don't expect a woman who doesn't love me unconditionally to give up herself at all. Why do we
have to give up ourselves?
Yeah, Julie, go.
Thank you. Based off of, what was your name, sorry?
Ada.
Based off of Ada's definition about being in love with somebody, her definition was giving yourself to somebody entirely. So nobody's saying that a woman has to do that because there's so many cases where a man loves a woman more and then a woman loves a woman less. Let me finish. So, back to what the question says, as if you could be in love with two people at the same time. If we were going to, I agree with her definition of being in love. You giving your somebody entirely and getting it back. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm the only person doing it, but if you and I are both going to be in love with each other, then we share that type of thing with each other.
It's mutual. Definitely.
I think
that's what I'm trying to say. For you two to be like me and that person to be in love with each other, we're both gonna get it in return. So we are both gonna give ourselves all to each other. So how could you give yourself your all to one person, but then give your all again to another person at the same time?
I agree with you. I agree with you, but as I said, that's her definition of love. For me, that's
being in love.
I know, okay, that's my definition of unconditional love. I feel like I can be in love with someone, but I don't need to give up myself. Because I'm 22 years old. If I'm in love with you, I'm putting myself first because I love myself first, and I have all these goals I need to set. All these goals I need to set, and I still fucking love that man to death. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna give up myself because I want to reach a goal that I want to reach by this time. I'm still in love with him. For me, that's unconditional love. But for me, being in love, it's just like something that person has is just special and you can't find in anyone else.
But hold on. But who said you have to give up your goals and your dreams?
If you're in love with that person, they're not going to allow you to
together.
do that. Exactly. Thank you.
And sometimes it's not reciprocal.
You get it back.
But then why are you loving someone who doesn't allow you to be yourself?
You can't help who you love. At the end of the day, you cannot help who you love.
Why?
But you can choose logically to say
when you're in love, you're no longer logical.
No, for putting all their eggs in a basket for someone that does not deserve it. That's what it comes down to.
How can you say that?
That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. That man or woman makes the wrong choice. Yeah, she's recovering. So
we have all been sipping from this water. Like, yo, not me. Yo,
your germs.
You need her anyways.
Everyone's gonna wake up with a full tomorrow.
Anyways, like I said, you guys are over conceptualizing the whole thing, bro. Like, honestly, like what she's saying, giving up yourself, that is that's fucking. That's what I'm saying. How love is a fucking concept. You guys are making it a concept. It's not my opinion because it's true. Like, you know that. This is how I know love is an emotion because different endorphins are released in your brain during, like, when you're mad, different endorphins are released. When you're in love, they compared it to being, what was it, like high off cocaine.
Not logical.
Right? So you're not.
Heroin.
It's that science.
Love is intangible. How can you put facts on
2 minutes, sis? 2 minutes?
Sorry,
let her talk. Oh, anyways, so like it's the same as being high off cocaine, right? So like you're not thinking heroin.
Shit,
even worse.
Stronger.
So like you're not logical. You're not thinking logically. So you guys are putting all these. Oh, but why would you give yourself to someone who does it treats you like da da da? Ask the woman who just got beat up by her husband, so went back to him. Ask the man who just got like hot water thrown on him because of whatever she thinks he's cheating. Like, you can't say, why aren't you logical when it comes to love? Because at the end of the day, when I'm mad, I will punch a hole through the wall. Why did I punch a hole through the wall? Because I have no sense of anger.
How can you say that you
ignore those signs?
Yeah, her minute's done. How can you say that you love yourself and then fall in love with someone who doesn't respect you enough to allow you to fully be yourself, fully accomplish all your goals. How can you say you love yourself when you're in love with someone who doesn't love you enough to let you be yourself?
We're just asking if you can love two different people, which is like.
But I already said that's possible.
I know, or right before you get your second. You can be, when people are in love, they do lose themselves.
Yeah, fast.
And I'm not trying to just put it out there. Like, they know I have a degree in psychology. I finished in corporate communications. So, to be a psychologist.
Big up yourself! Big up yourself!
Overseas psychologist.
I didn't just get here, you know. Overseas.
Before you
scholarship too.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So, I'm
it's the gin. Shut up.
Firing degree.
So I'm just.
Right off firing.
So I'm just saying, I've been in many situations where a woman would constantly, she'd been isolated from her family, she got beat up, and she had a lawyer degree. She was going to be in the Supreme Court. She completely lost herself because she was in love. So I'm just saying, is it possible for you to be in love with two people? Yeah, but sometimes I think right now we're getting our emotions and our principles and ethics involved in our answer.
Exactly.
Okay,
Can I have my minute now? Because I took the shot.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Are you sure? I don't even remember.
No, she did.
Don't be wicked. She took the shots.
I know where you're going.
Yeah. Okay, so what you're saying, I love it, is 100% facts. And like, at the end of the day, we're acting like we haven't been with a guy and we let ourselves go over a guy. I feel like every girl has at one point in their life, and that builds character.
Or a couple times.
And it's facts. And the only problem is that if you don't learn from it, I'm not saying all your life you're gonna be in love with two people, but I'm saying. What?
Moxie with your weed.
I've been too corny to these. Okay, sorry. Anyway.
This is your minute.
Okay, I'm sorry. You guys stop. Okay, so yeah, I'm not saying your whole life you'll be in love with two people, but at one point in time, it's possible to be in love with two people. Like, as I said, and all this thing with self-love, it takes time. You're not born with self-love, especially as black people, especially as black women. The world doesn't want you to love yourself, period. So it's something that you have to build, and that's why when, like, your parents don't want you in relationships at high school, because you don't love yourself, you don't know yourself yet. At this time and point, I'm getting to love myself, but I have so much more to go. I feel like everyone has. There's no extreme point of self-love. Like, you know what I mean? You can always love yourself more, no matter what. And when you do love someone, at the end of the day, you're letting them in your life. You're letting them in your life, and you're hoping that they don't fuck you over, but it happens. I feel like even if you're in love, no matter what relationship has ups and downs. But as long as you work from it and you grow from it, that's it. But if they're not working from it, if they're not growing from it, that's a point in time where you have to be like, you know what? Do I choose myself or do I choose this man? If you don't choose yourself, then that's a problem.
Facts.
That's a problem.
Let me ask you something. When you feel like you've reached that well, I don't know what the word behind the top shelf of you being in, like, you finally being in love with yourself, and you find that person that matches you, that makes sure that you don't lose yourself and uplifts you. You guys are giving each other the same energy. Hold on. When you find that person, do you think that you would be able to find somebody else? And
I think is what if we're both growing as people, but we're not going in the same path? That happens, you know what I mean?
But I'm saying
we're not on the same path. What if, say, our careers take us differently? You know what I mean? What if this man has moved to Dubai? Life takes you differently. Exactly.
But I'm saying,
what if something traumatic? What if something traumatic happens to that or to me, and then I'm still in my wiring. Exactly. Because at the end of the day, love is an emotion. It's something where you said some chemical or something in your head.
But I think it could be both.
I think it could be a constant emotion.
Say what if one day, like, this customer comes in. Like, we're bartenders, so we're at the bar all the time. We meet different people every single day. We have conversations with people. What if something clicks? It's like, yo, this conversation kind of set it off. He's like, oh, no, if he comes back regularly, you talk to him all the time. What if you just start falling for this man all of a sudden? It can happen, but you still have your boyfriend at home, you still have your lover at home. It can happen. Work, babe. It can happen because that person brings someone else into your life that you haven't experienced before.
But that turns into the infatuation of something new. It's not necessarily love.
That's exploration.
It's infatuation of the something new.
But it can be. The thing is, I feel like
it can lead to love.
But wait, I feel like you guys all think soulmates is just one person. There's so much different soulmates in your life.
You fall in love many
times. I agree with that.
Soulmates.
I agree with that.
There's different times in your love you fall in love for different reasons.
I think he's taking a shot, guys.
Is that just for fun?
No,
he started the shot too.
I like.
Jesus.
Okay.
Take a breath.
Okay.
When he speaks, it's so powerful. I
Can
feel
I-
touched. Like I'm in church. I know. I was like, you offended me. I'm sorry.
No, he didn't speak for the man because that was very disrespectful.
Stop.
It hurt
It
my
wasn't
feelings.
disrespectful.
It hurt my
You
feelings.
can, yo,
She slandered.
men's ego's so fragile. That's another topic.
That's a whole other day.
Anyways.
Number one, I like to say that I like how we went with this topic because it went into the topic that you wrote down as well.
Yeah,
But,
love of your career and stuff.
going back to what she said about the types of love, whatever. I think it was Alan Sabo who broke it down even more, and he included eros. He included eros.
Educated black people,
In text citation, APA format.
APA format, white hair,
Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time. So going back to Alan Sabo, I think it was, don't quote me on it. I think he broke down the two, Philios and Eros into one, which is the E type, and then agape stayed separate, which is the A type.
That's correct.
Breaking it down, thank you for clarifying. Breaking it down even further, he took out, because agape was originally supposed to be used for the Christian type of love of God loving man, women, man and women.
Well, it was just man at that time.
However, he broke it down. He broke it down even further, and he said that the E type was for the brotherly type of love, which is friendship, whatever, motherly, it all included into the one E type. Now the A type, which is the agape love, is the unconditional love. So even if you were to move away, I will still love you. That's unconditional between me and you. Let's just say, for example, me and you. If I love you and you decide to move away, or whatever, that love is unconditional. That means nothing in this world and nothing that we go through will stop me from loving. No matter how far you move, I will still love you. Sorry to stay in the foundation.
Keep going.
Continue.
Yeah, no,
You're making to speaking facts.
Yeah, no matter what I go through, no matter what you go through, I will still love you no matter what. You could be as far as across the world. My love is still there for you. I don't know. I personally do not think that love is an emotion. It has emotional concepts to it. However, I feel like love is more concrete than that. That's me. That's not just my. Let's throw Christianity out of that. Let's just throw all that crap out of it. Me as a whole, love is more concrete than just an emotion that just goes by, comes and goes, whatever it feels like. Like, that's what I gotta say.
So I feel like with love, especially if you are really in love with someone, you have to actually put in that work. So if you're actually
Putting in that work,
it's not gonna like it goes down and you're like whatever, I'm gonna find someone else. But you're actually gonna put in work. Like even with marriage, like people have this idea that it's supposed to be in love the whole entire time. Oh, no, it doesn't work that way. It goes up and down.
I agree.
You have to work with the person.
I agree.
So like.
But I think also people confuse the idea of love as always being happy with someone.
Yeah.
And that's not the case.
No.
When you love someone, you love someone. And like I could be like, I don't respect you right now. I don't like your actions. I don't like what you're doing, but I love you.
That's what I just
so
said.
I'll
That's
forgive
what I said
you.
with Jaleesa. That's what I said that, and that's why I
But
said
then,
that.
but if it's like you're disrespecting me, and I can sit here and say you don't love me enough to respect me the way I respect myself, then I can't even really love you. How can I love someone who wishes bad on me, intentionally or not? I can't love you. Loving myself, I won't be able to love you if you don't wish well for me. I can't.
I have to be the same.
I think I agree with you 100%, but I feel like I built so much of you, worked together with you for like what, 10 years, whatever. That love will always be there.
One more time.
Yo, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
that love will always be there.
You want to hear that?
I will respect you. Okay, stop interrupting me. Okay, I think that love will always be there, but what's it called? Yo. Oh my God. Shit. Okay. No, relax. Okay, that love will always be there. But in the day, I love myself more, right? So I'm gonna let myself out of the situation because you're not respecting me. But no matter what, the type of person that I fell in love with, that's not gonna diminish like that. You know what I mean? That love will always be there, but I love myself more. So I'm loving myself more. I'm choosing to take myself out of that situation and bring myself somewhere else.
Yo, that's so sad. My ex said that to me.
Oh shit.
Those things sad words to me.
Personal account.
But also, can I say something else for a second? Just for
She
like.
needs another shot. Just drink.
Just drink. You don't need to talk. Just let it out, baby girl. Just take the shot.
That's a real cut. Like,
that's why these discussions are so important. Anyways, so
I get it now.
amen.
what was I saying?
Before you never understood, but now I get it.
Now you know.
I agree with both points. I feel like it depends on you as a person, to be honest.
Yeah.
It depends on you as a person. You know what I mean? How you view
Or
love.
how much you love
Because
yourself too.
Yeah, facts. But the thing is, I feel like yes, you can be in love with two people, but obviously it will diminish eventually, and you'll choose one person over the other. You know what I mean? But I have a question. Yeah, what about like sister wives and all that stuff?
Okay, so
like polyamory.
Yeah, polyamory.
Do you want me to take another one?
No, she's taking that shot for the
Okay.
You have 2 shots. You get to talk.
Yep.
Okay, so I just took this politics of love and sexuality course at Ryerson again. I suggest you guys take it. It was an intensive course. Didn't read it with you. Anyways, whatever. So I did my whole 40-minute presentation on polyamory and polygamous relationships.
So tell us the facts.
Right? It's illegal in Canada. You can't have a polygamous marriage in Canada.
Understood.
But before I did my research, I was so like against it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how do these people like love all these different, you know? Until I actually watched videos and actual accounts of like how people work. Not even sister wives, like just like some Vice documentary or refinery documentary or whatever. And it takes a certain type of like person. You have to be super strong internally to be able to have a polyamorous relationship. Of course. You need to be like literally at one with yourself.
I feel like
because you need to be confident. You need to be confident. It's not even a female. It's not even a female thing. It's not even a female thing. It's like for females or males. Like there's this couple in New York, this Asian woman, this white guy. They have this polyamorous relationship with their yoga instructor, with their friends from the pub, from this, that, whatever. Yeah, and it's like it's not only just heterosexual relationships. It's like the girl has a relationship with her female yoga instructor. The guy has a relationship with like this next guy. Like it's everyone, you know. But like you have to honestly be like strong within yourself. And like just have like an open mind to things, you know. And it's not bad. Mm-hmm. It's just not for you. It's not bad. So there's some people who can do it, exactly. And there's some people who can't do it. And if you can't do it, then
everyone can say their last thing right now. You two go first.
Okay. So personally, I identify as polyamorous. So I don't believe in monogamy. I don't believe in having a monogamous relationship, and that's why this topic is so like different for me, because I'm like, I have been in love with 2 people at once. Yeah. I personally have been in love with 2 people at once. I did not choose one over the other. One of them decided, I can't share you, which is fine. Because some people like monogamy, some people are polyamorous. I'm not going to force you to see the way I see love, right? So that's why that's why it's subjective. Like it's all about what you view love as. At the end of the day, this is all subjective. Like I personally believe, because if I love you, I love you. If I love you, I love you. Right? I see love as that. And I don't exactly. I get it. So I unconditionally love you, and I unconditionally love you, and I unconditionally love 2 people at once, and it's possible. And like I said, like you said earlier,
because of your view on it.
Exactly, like you said earlier, we're getting our emotions and morality tied into it. When in reality, it's not so cookie cutter. It like what I view love is different from you view love, what you view love, what you view love. Even being as a queer man, like your love is.
It's also about experiences.
It's experiences, exactly. Like. You know, so that is why this, like, it is possible to be in love with people, because I literally have been in love with 2 people at once. Like, you can say, yeah, but that's not what love is.
If you're saying no, you're just using your personal
exactly. You're just using your morality.
Take yourself out of it and put yourself in someone else's shoes.
I think it's possible for someone who has that type of view on love. If my view on love is different, it's not going to be possible.
Yeah, but then you understand how someone could be in love with 2 people, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. I never disagree.
See,
I swear you were though.
Yeah.
I'll speak from my perspective.
I mean, there's some people that also believe that well, obviously the thing, but 2 people could come together, but they don't want to restrict the person from experiencing
other people.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll be like, as long as
I think that's what I'm at right now.
Clear with me, I'm fine with you experiencing someone.
Communication, that's the key.
That's the thing.
But if you're not even with like open relationships, it could still be cheating. If you're not communicating what you're doing, then that's considered cheating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're in a relationship and he lies to me, that's cheating. Because
you weren't open.
The basis of a relationship is we're open and honest. Like, yo, this like I'm gonna go with my girlfriend number 2 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna go do this with girlfriend number 2. Okay, cool.
And I feel like in this society, obviously it's so hard for that to work with social media and everything, and jealousy, and like you're gonna stalk the next girl. Obviously, you're gonna stalk the next girl.
Okay, I got it.
Trust me, you're gonna stalk the next girl. But I feel like I know that too.
But if you were in a where you fully finally love yourself,
I feel like in other societies and stuff like that, say if like
I'm a chance.
I don't know, like I feel like ignorant for saying third world. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, what if you need lower developed? What if you need lower developed? What if you need
colonized?
Colonized, yes. What if you need like another wife just to help around the house. You know what I mean? Like, you need that
You're
support.
right. You're very
It's more
right.
of like a support system than it
100%.
is. Here, I feel like it's more personal. But
love the person.
I know. I feel but I feel like in other societies,
They don't have the option.
They have the option. It's like
money.
they gotta do what they gotta do.
It's
Exactly.
It's literally their
their
livelihood.
lifestyle. Yeah, their livelihood. That's
Okay,
what
I get it. But why is one of those guys so fucking
You got too much shit, sis.
Yeah.
Huh, what?
Yeah, you're drunk. Too many shots.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, no. Okay, imagine if everyone was truthful. And
No, that's-
everyone
And that's
just
what the
said
basis of
how
polyamorous relationship.
and everyone just said how they feel and what they think.
That's not even
And stuff like that.
Everyone
Think
would
about
be
how many more
polyamorous. Everyone would be
healthy
polyamorous.
relationships you had. Even just within a monogamous relationship.
Question that I
Even
that
with the,
determines on you.
No,
You
but-
decide not to be truthful.
that's
No
true.
one is 100% truthful.
That's-
All lie. Facts.
It's
all
true, but
lie.
let's say
My
everybody
question,
all
my
lie.
question then, my question is half a truth still a lie?
Yes,
Yes.
it is. Yeah. Even if you choose not to say something or you're just hiding it, for me, it's
Still a lie.
It's
Yeah.
not truthful.
Because you didn't omit
But you don't have a
everything.
right to be. You don't have a
I
right.
agree with you. It's just that I believe we lie. Some people lie about the big things.
Yeah.
even the small things.
They're all
No, the
important.
small things are a
Piss me off the
problem.
most.
It's like, why you lying about that? You didn't need to
wash
lie
the
about
car.
it.
You didn't wash the car.
Yeah, why would you fucking
Well,
lie
yeah, you don't
about
need to lie about that. Why you lying?
That's gonna get me more angry than you lying about you.
This girl said, "Cause my mom's Jamaican."
Hey, man, I should care a long time.
Did he take the chicken? Did he take out the chicken?
Yes.
You
You hear the key?
Yeah.
Shit.
Put it in the water.
Warm up.
Quick time.
Microwave.
That's how you get somebody.
What did you say about it? So if you say part of it, but you leave out some.
No,
of
I
it.
was saying, say if like
You omit
you meet
certain
someone
truths.
and like, what if I met you? I didn't ask if you have a girlfriend. You don't have right to tell me.
Exactly.
I didn't ask you, so do you have a right to tell me?
What kind of
That's a
military
lie.
shit are we on?
But then you have some
That's a
sort of.
lie. But what if the guy's like, but you never asked me?
But
What
I
are you
respect
saying?
your
I didn't ask you still.
So what? You're still a fucking liar.
It's the
You're still lying, so I'm saying
It's
it's a
the
liar.
principle of it. Like,
So-
show me that. Like,
so
why
just-
wouldn't you want to tell me that?
So just to clarify, repeat that scenario you just said to me. Sorry.
Repeat it?
Yeah.
Okay, what I was saying before
You
is
can
like,
edit this out, but-
what if someone, what's it called? What if someone didn't say anything? Is that still a lie? So I'm saying, what if I met him, we're talking, whatever, and like we kind of like, like get to the next level, and I never asked him before if he had a girlfriend.
That's not your.
He didn't lie to me, but he's like, but you never asked me. And what if I find out he has a girlfriend? What if he says I never asked?
Well,
You
you're
never
lying
asked
to your
me?
girlfriend.
But you're not
You're
really
lying to somebody.
You're lying to
Somebody's being lied to.
someone. Yeah.
Yeah, you're being dishonest.
No,
If
but
you're
but like
If you're omitting
being
certain
dishonest,
truths
I'm
to
saying-
somebody else,
That's
you're
what I'm
lying
saying.
to
Even if you're not actually lying, your actions can be a
Say
lie.
that again.
You know what I mean? Your actions can be a lie. That's what I was just saying. Yeah. Like your actions can be a lie. I was saying that's why we all lie. All of us lie. People say they don't lie.
Honest.
No, everyone lies.
I'm
So
lying.
some people have to lie for their own safety,
I lie
for
all
the
the
other
time.
person's safety. Like you know what I mean? Everyone lies.
I thought in that you can edit this out, but I thought you were saying in regards to what the same scenario you were saying, like if I deliberately not tell you, like let's say if you don't have a right to know something.
Some people don't have a right to know something, but
Okay,
they might
so
feel
then-
obligated to do.
Don't
But like
have the
a lot of people feel like they have
Oh,
obligation when they
it's
don't.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
Like,
give me an
I-
example of that.
Well, it depends.
Like,
My
okay,
ex thinks
certain,
that he
I
has
have
the right to
I have
ask
so many
some
different friends.
questions.
Some friends I'm gonna tell stuff to, some friends I might not. Some friends might get feelings from like, why did you tell me this? I feel like just because you don't need to know. You don't have a right to know. I still love you to death, but my love for you is different from my next love. So I feel more safety in one friend, and I feel more safety in telling that friend something. Like doesn't mean I don't love and respect you. I still go hard for you, but I just don't feel comfortable telling you that information. You know what I mean? But some people might catch feelings over that. Even some things I might tell like a boyfriend and I won't tell my friends.
Yeah.
Some things I'll hide from my boyfriend, but it's not anything personal. It's just that I need my girls. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you that just because like you might not relate or you might not understand.
Next
You
question.
know what?
You know what I mean?
Yo, are we not supposed to ask?
Would it be a bad idea to bash, like, you know, when you and your man, let's for example, are in a problem and you vent to your friend? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Hold on. Can we keep these and rewrite them and put them in the bag for next time? Because y'all are bringing up
Can we
hold
just
it.
Yeah, like, so for
We need
example,
to
you,
end.
let's say I'm in a
let's just-
relationship. Wait, Tom, see?
Yeah.
And me and Tom are in a problem.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
it
go
bad?
to you now, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Tom is this, Tom is that, Tom is this.
No, you're letting it out. It's not bad, but
Is
it
that bad?
depends what friend you think to. Because your friend is messy.
Just make sure it's not the single friend.
Wait, what? You should ask your single friend because your single friend is reasonable. Your friend who's in love is not reasonable right now. So, anyways, what's the
I'm a
part?
single friend.
I feel like the thing is, if you're gonna vent to your friend, don't get mad if your friend gives you real ass advice. That's the thing.
So say for example, they break up and then you get back with that person. Then what?
then whatever. Your friend knows. The thing is, that's the thing. Your friend knows. Okay, for me, I'm gonna tell my friend. I'm not gonna tell my family what a nigga did to me because the family will always hate that man. You know what I mean? I'll tell my friend. My friend will probably hate the man, but they'll accept me. Accept me. But my family, I'm not your friend. Your family's gonna have so much vengeance on that.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Anyways, yeah, let's wrap this up. Everyone say their final conclusions about this topic. Is it possible to be in love with two people at the same time? Everyone say their final conclusions.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes or no, and why? And no one can talk about the person. Let's start with Jaja.
Is it possible to love two people at the same time?
In love
with two people at the same time? To me, no.
Why?
Just on basic principles and morals.
Your basic.
Which
Okay. Yes. But I feel like at the end of the day, you will end up choosing one over the other. Like you won't simultaneously grow with both of them.
I think no, for the pure fact, it's different types of love. People love differently, so no.
Oh, yes, because just personally, I've experienced it, and I don't view love as a concept. I view it as more like an emotional connection that you have with someone. Cool.
Say no, based off of your reason. I just feel like you put more energy into an individual that you love.
I say yes because cognitively you can, and basically you will end up choosing one person, but there is still that gray area or that time in your life where you are in love with two people.
I feel like yes, it is possible. Is it right? That's a different question. Is it possible? Yes, I feel like it is because as Shanice said, it's an emotion and you feel different emotions at once. I feel like eventually, yeah, you will choose one over the other, but I feel like is it possible to love with two people? Yes, it is possible. Is it healthy? I don't know. Yeah.
I'm going to say no, just for the simple fact that agreeing with what everybody else said who said no, but on top of that also, just because crap, I lost my train of thought. Shit. Fuck.
Okay, next.
I'm gonna say no. You can't. From what I think, you can't be in love with two people at once. Because what everyone else said, and even like people who are saying yes, they're still saying you're gonna choose one person. I think that means like, except for Shanice.
Me too. I think Shanice kind of like brought me on her team. Sorry, keep going.
But like, if you know that. I feel like the finding out period and the having emotions and feelings for two people, that's the infatuation stage. Once you actually are in love, like in it, it's like you made your choice and that's when you choose one person.
Okay, I have another question. Finish.
So I'm going to say no because I feel like agreeing with what Shanice said, like once you are in the figuring out stage, it's like you're loving certain qualities about both, but at the ending of the day, there's going to be that one person that you feel that you can grow with and have that ideal final Musa.
Okay, the other question I'm gonna go around with: do you, as much as you think it's not possible, do you understand how someone can be in love with two people?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. I understand that someone could have love for two people.
No, it's in love. It's in love. Do you understand?
I love it. I understand.
Yeah.
She.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has their own truth of love.
Yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, I'm hard-headed.
I'm not hard-headed. You're asking my opinion. Sorry. I'm gonna say no because if me, like I said, if not
for someone
me,
else.
Okay, sorry.
It's someone else, not you.
Okay,
take yourself out of it.
So do you think I could be in love with you?
Do you understand how someone can be in love with two people? Do you understand how someone could be like Christian and someone could be Muslim? Do you understand how someone could be in love with two people? Yes or no?
I'm still gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm not gonna change it because everybody else is saying yes.
I'm gonna say no. For my definition of love, no.
No, but
everyone has different definitions. But you're saying, do I think that? Do you understand how someone loving two people?
How someone
can?
But you're saying loving.
Can live another life other than yours. That means.
Yes, I understand, but I have an idea of what life is, so I can say life works. But you're saying love.
But can you understand how?
I know you're not. You're not saying.
I get what you're trying to say.
But my definition of love prevents.
But forget mine. Stop saying mine. Stop saying I. Stop saying mine and I.
But it has to. You have to. You can say. Can you understand? understand why you think this is?
Her
Can you understand why one?
Exactly. From understanding.
Her own ignorance is preventing
Exactly.
her from
That's what it is.
seeing it any other way.
You're close-minded. She's close-minded.
I'm close-minded.
Okay. Thank you for watching Juju. I feel like at the end of the day, we all understand how someone can. Well, most of us can understand how someone can be in love with two people, but a lot of us don't agree on it. Well, facts. Thanks, everyone. Yay.
Take a shot.
Take a shot.